The major area of this training is all about technology, but I decided to add just an introduction aspect to classroom design and aesthetics. So when we talk about classroom design and aesthetics, so many people tend to look at it from the word classroom decoration. When you use that word, you're actually wrong, because we are not decorating the classroom. So when you are decorating the classroom, that means you want to turn it to an event center where children can come and come and have fun. An environment, when we talk about the learning environment, we are talking about a place where children can see objects and learn from. The third teacher. Who are the third teacher? The third teacher is the learning environment of the child. So when we talk about the learning environment of a child, we are talking about ability to see and understand. So it is not all about the tree at the back of the classroom. It is the ability to see something attached to that tree and learn something from that tree. It is also like instructional design. What's instructional design? Ability to design an instruction for students so that students will be able to see that instruction and understand. So, but in the angle of children, I tend to understand that when we bring in serious classroom charts into the classroom, like when I was in NC, where we don't have choice than to hold that cardboard. Even my university days also, that cardboard when they are coming for teaching practice, when our supervisors are at the back. So if you hold that cardboard and you are not holding it well, we are in trouble. I finished one woman at that time because I don't have choice at all than to finish that. I was not holding any instructional material because there are different ways to bring in instruction into the classroom. You can tell them to look up here and they will see instruction. You can tell them to look outside and they will see instruction. Instruction is even on you. Instruction is on them. So there are different methods. So she was expecting me to bring out cardboard. Cardboard. This is this. I said no. Today, someone like you, I'll be able to teach you what I know. But that time, because I don't have so many degrees then, so they can't. If you say anything, what they will tell you is that who are you? How many degrees do you have? So after working on it, she looked at me like this. They were meant to come and assess me for 4 times as usual. She came and then said, I was explaining value under the element of art. It is the ability to have light tone, middle tone, and dark tone on an object. So I said the children, they should look at me, and then I explained the light tone, the middle tone, and the dark tone on me as an instructional material. So at the end of the day, the madam looked at me like this, and she tear 3 papers out of the what? Out of the 4 that she was meant to tear. And that actually dawned on me that so many people out there are getting some things wrong when they are meant to get it right. You can serve as instructional material. Your environment can serve as instructional material. So many things around you can also serve as instructional material. Even for now, when we talk about technology too, there's one app I will send you a video on how to use. I think I have that video on YouTube. Then that app also is another form of instructional material. I think we use whiteboard in the school. Is that white screen board?
No, chalkboard.
Chalkboard. Okay. I will recommend. So in case you find yourself in the situation of using a whiteboard in the school, you can use that app. So classroom decoration is not just what it looks like. This is a quote by someone called Steve Jobs. You all know Steve Jobs now, the iPhone users.
Yes.
Yeah, Steve Jobs is the founder of this quote. And then this quote is what I will use to explain classroom decoration. And then the iPhone users, they are actually this guy was actually talking about them, especially the Nigerian ones. He said that my phone is not how it looks like. Have you seen people using iPhone before in Nigeria? This is how they hold it. And then we make sure. I know. You see that she's already telling me that they are exceptional. You see. Now this is how they use it. You see that I'm actually trying to make sense out of what I'm trying to say now. That they don't use that phone to the fullest. They are only using the aesthetics part of that phone. So imagine you want to snap and you are holding your iPhone X Max with 16 megapixel equivalent to my camera, and you are holding that phone. You are not telling them to use another phone to snap you. If they want to snap phone, they don't use their phone to snap. They will hold that phone and use another phone that they should use that phone to snap themselves.
To see that they own iPhone.
So that you are part of them. That's why I use now. Check out this madam. Check out this madam also. Instead of her to snap herself, she's going to the mirror and what? Have a reflection of what? Of a picture. Remember, when you have a reflection of a picture, that means the picture will first bounce on the mirror and bounce back. And the moment it bounces on the mirror, the pixel will what? Will drop immediately. So there are so many things this phone carries that so many people around us use in just a normal way. The guy now says something. My phone is not how it feels like. My phone is not how it looks like. My phone is how it works. Do you know that on that your phone, you can drop it here right now and you will go outside and everything, every conversation taking place right here with the use of your earpiece, you are going to be hearing everybody loud and clear, not recorded. Do you know? And not calling. You don't know that? Yes, that's part of it. There are a lot of them. So this phone is carrying one of the highest power you can think, but a lot of people don't actually know. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. This phone is carrying a lot of power, but a lot of people don't actually know. It is now, this guy is now trying to tell us, which is Steve Jobs, that the phone should what? Is designed to work. It's not designed to be used as aesthetics. That is why I want to bring this quote to classroom design. That the classroom that we find ourselves, the aesthetics in our classroom, is not how it looks like. When I have trees, those trees that you saw, they are not how it looks like. They are not how it feels like. When I come into a beautiful classroom, I should not just use the word, this classroom is beautiful. No, that's not the goal of the classroom. The goal of the classroom is to work as an instructional aid. That means the classroom design should be designed to work. So I will just take you through some I'm not going to take you through so many things. Just there's one point here that classroom design should be seen as important part of everyday life in the school, because it can be used to encourage the children experience and engage their imagination towards the learning approach. And there's something also, classroom design can be used to provide a unique opportunity that can be used to create a dynamics interface between the teachers and the learners. Let me use this to explain. As I'm explaining to you here, you know there is a dynamics interface between me and you. What is the interface between me and you? Okay, let me use this. If you want to rent an apartment, you go through someone. Who is the person?
Agent.
An agent. The agent is the intermediary between you and who?
Landlord.
The landlord. Your classroom design is the intermediary between you and your learners. So if I am here right now, what's the intermediary between me and you? This board is the intermediary between me and you. As I'm communicating to you, I am taking you back to this board so that you can what? You can look at it. This is the intermediary between me and you. So classroom design can serve as what? Intermediary between you and your student. And then there's this quote I will never forget, and the quote is that the learning environment of a child is as important as the curriculum. The learning environment is as important as the curriculum, and the built environment can become a three-dimensional active tools rather than just a space. The classroom environment is not just a space. It can become an active tools to what? To instructional material. So this wall should not be bare if this is a computer lab. Can I criticize? Am I free to criticize?
Yes, you can.
Constructive, yes. Constructive criticism. So this wall should not be blank as a computer lab. The children should not just come here alone and face the lab and face the computer. They should also what? Look left and right and see so many things about Java. They should also look left and right and see so many things about PHP. They should also look left and right and even see there was a particular display board I displayed somewhere. I think it was the MAIDUGURI, and we titled it let's use the shortcuts. So all the shortcuts that the children need to know are on that particular display board. Control this, control that. So if a child is not actually understanding what you are talking about, maybe a control, the child can look up, and it will serve as what? As an instructional aid. So it is not aesthetics alone. It is now serving as an helper to that what? To that child. So because there's no time, I will have explained what is display board. I will have also, and there's one thing, display board are the representative of work covered through the curriculum. So simply means that if I have my curriculum, my display board is an instructional material that I use to display those things in visual. You know, we submit a lesson plan to children, to our HODs. The HODs are the only person viewing those those lesson plan. When the children in the classroom don't see the objective of what they're about to learn in the classroom, and according to the general curriculum, the children should have the clue about what they're about to learn. So in classroom decoration, we can actually use this decoration to display our content before teaching. We can use it to display content during teaching, and we can also use it to display content after teaching. So different methods can be used, and I'm very sure that you can embrace this. I'm sure that I will be able to teach you this maybe in future. And then we have what we call the pictures of a display board. Display board is a major design in the classroom. We don't call it design, but because it is an environment that they tend to understand decoration. That is why I also write decoration online. So all the display board in the classroom should have any of this. They should be what? They should offer an excellent first impression. This particular one is actually very important. They should be age appropriate. They should be age appropriate. Every display board should be age appropriate. And then the last one, they should be bordered around. Any display board you create in the school should be bordered. I did not explain all. There are still more of them. And then we have different types of display board. We have child-centered display board. We have motivational display board. We have inspirational display board. We have evaluation display board, which is also behavioral. We also have features author display board. We have child-centered display board. We have memory display board. We have conceptual display board. We also have, this is under conceptual. We also have interactive display board, and we also have interactive exploration board, and we also have what is called the learning wall. The learning wall is different from display board. So this is what I want to do, because I've actually explained the concept of the display board, and I'm very sure that you understand at least not 1%, up to like 20 to 30%. So with this right now, I want to just take you through a practical step on how this works.